A strange new object has been spotted in our solar system, and it's defying every known law of physics. The object in question, 3I Atlas. What was initially classified as just another comet has turned into an enigma, challenging everything we thought we knew about cosmic behaviour. Discovered in 2023, 3I Atlas passed close to the Sun in late October 2025, reaching what we call its perihelion, the point at which an object is closest to our star. But that's where things get really strange. Normally, objects like these are expected to emit visible tails as they heat up, releasing gas and dust. But 3I Atlas, it seems, decided to do something entirely different. No tail, no usual behaviour. Instead, it started accelerating, against gravity, without any clear propulsion. On November 6, 2025, astronomers working at the Las Vegas Observatory and other international facilities noticed a massive brightening, about 5 times its normal brightness. And then something even stranger. Its colour shifted to a hue more blue than the Sun itself. This is no ordinary celestial event. It's as if 3I Atlas was reacting to the Sun. Not in the way we'd expect, but in a way that doesn't fit into our scientific models. And perhaps most chilling of all, the object seems to be manoeuvring. On November 7, 2025, Dr. Avi Loeb, a Harvard astrophysicist and founder of the Galileo Project, publicly stated that he believes 3I Atlas is manoeuvring. That's a claim that defies every known law of motion, and it's rattling scientists around the world. But here's the big question. Could this object be something more than just a comet? Could it be an artificial structure, perhaps a probe sent from somewhere? Or something far beyond our solar system? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video we'll have a shocking theory that could change everything we know about space exploration. And we'll also ask, is there a connection to an event from 1977? The famous WOW signal. Let's rewind to October 29, 2025. At that time, the solar system was already buzzing with activity as 3I Atlas approached its closest point to the Sun. It was expected to behave like most other comets, gradually warming up and releasing gas in the form of a typical cometary tail. For months, astronomers at institutions like NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory and the Virtual Telescope project in Italy had been tracking this object. Its orbit was nothing out of the ordinary. It came from the distant Oort cloud, a region filled with icy objects that are occasionally knocked into our inner solar system. 3I Atlas appeared to be just another visitor. Observatories in Chile, Hawaii, and even the Canary Islands had reported normal observations, until its perihelion approach. For a brief moment, everything seemed typical, but at exactly 10 a.m. UTC on October 29, 2025, something unprecedented happened. The object's luminosity suddenly spiked, increasing by a factor of 5, an increase no one had predicted. This brightening was more intense than what we've seen with other comets or even asteroids. It seemed as though 3I Atlas was absorbing more energy than expected. The question became, what was happening at the heart of this object? By November 6, 2025, the mystery deepened. Astronomers, now realizing something was off, began to report even more unsettling findings. The colour shift was remarkable. Instead of the typical warm hues seen in comet tails, usually a combination of reds and yellows, 3I Atlas turned a brilliant, unsettling blue. This was a colour typically associated with extremely hot objects, far hotter than the average comet, which is around 100 degrees or colder. Scientists at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory were the first to report the colour anomaly using their Hubble Space Telescope images. The object was emitting radiation at shorter wavelengths than the Sun itself, a phenomenon that's never been recorded in any comet. The colour was unlike anything observed before. It wasn't just a shift in light, it was a drastic change in the very nature of the object. At the same time, something else was happening. Its trajectory seemed off. The object wasn't just orbiting in the expected elliptical path around the Sun, it appeared to be accelerating. When 3I Atlas reached perihelion, it should have been following a smooth orbital path, naturally bending its trajectory under the Sun's gravitational pull. But it wasn't. It was moving faster than expected, 3 times faster than the fastest rockets launched from Earth. The most bizarre aspect of 3I Atlas wasn't just the brightness or the colour shift, it was the lack of a tail. Typically, comets develop tails as solar radiation heats up the nucleus, causing volatile compounds to sublimate into gas. This releases particles into space, creating the familiar tail. But 3I Atlas had no visible tail. Instead, astronomers reported that the object was emitting jets of material from its surface, 7 distinct, separate jets. These jets didn't look like the outgassing seen in comets. They were controlled, almost as if they were being ejected with intent. The jets themselves were moving at extraordinary speeds, faster than the outgassing seen from other objects, and they appeared to be directed, almost as if 3I Atlas had internal propulsion. This was the first clue that maybe this object wasn't a natural body at all. Scientists initially speculated that the jets could be the result of cometary evaporation. But no known comet exhibits jets with this level of precision. There was no debris, no tail, just jets and movement. As the days went by, Dr. Avi Loeb, a leading expert in astrophysics, publicly weighed in on the situation. He stated that 3I Atlas was manoeuvring, an impossible statement for a comet, but one that had to be taken seriously. This is not something that behaves according to the laws of natural motion, Loeb explained. What we're seeing here could be the work of an advanced, controlled mechanism, something artificial. Loeb's comments were shocking. Could this object, which had crossed the solar system from interstellar space, actually be something crafted by intelligence? At the time of this claim, the scientific community was divided. Many astronomers were stunned, while others were quick to dismiss the idea of extraterrestrial technology. But the evidence was growing. The object was accelerating without the usual gravitational pull. It was emitting jets of material in controlled patterns. Could this really be the first proof of extraterrestrial technology? Or was there another, more mundane explanation hiding in the data? As the mystery surrounding 3I Atlas deepened, scientists from around the world began collaborating to get to the bottom of this bizarre phenomenon. One key player in this investigation was NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, JPL, which has been monitoring the object's trajectory and behaviour in real time. NASA's Horizons database, which tracks the positions and movements of objects across the solar system, revealed something unsettling. According to their calculations, 3I Atlas was accelerating far faster than predicted, much faster than any natural object should be. Despite its proximity to the Sun, which typically causes objects like comets to heat up and release gas, no such normal outgassing was detected. Instead, this object was behaving like something engineered, something that could defy gravity and move on its own. According to calculations from the JPL team, 3I Atlas is accelerating at an astonishing rate, faster than even the fastest spacecraft NASA has ever sent out. And yet, it's not showing any visible signs of the expected tail or outgassing. So, what's really happening here? The object's behaviour wasn't just strange. It was unlike anything we've ever recorded in our solar system. Its colour shift to an intense blue hue was one of the most perplexing aspects of 3I Atlas. As we mentioned earlier, comets typically emit light in a range of red and yellow colours as their ices vaporise. But this comet-like object, it was radiating wavelengths shorter than the sun's blue light. Scientists from Harvard University's Galileo project and the Virtual Telescope project in Italy began analysing the object's spectrum to determine its exact composition. They found that 3I Atlas was emitting light in an unusual spectrum, bluer than the sun, which means it was radiating energy at much higher temperatures than what we'd expect for a typical comet. This alone raised a crucial question. Could it be possible that 3 Atlas was not a simple comet? Could it actually be a metallic object, perhaps one from outside our solar system? The blueness of the object, combined with its rapid acceleration, suggested something more advanced. Another key mystery revolves around the absence of the tail. This is not something we see often in celestial bodies that pass close to the sun. In the case of typical comets, the sun's heat causes volatile ices within the object to sublimate, forming a trail of gas and dust particles that make up the familiar tail. 3I Atlas, however, seems to lack this feature entirely. Instead, it is expelling material in a way that suggests a different mechanism, one that we can't yet explain. Researchers were left scratching their heads. Was this a failed comet, or was it something more exotic altogether? The most shocking theory proposed was that 3E Atlas might not be a comet at all. Instead, some speculated it could be an artificial object, a probe or satellite, sent from another part of the galaxy. possibly from an advanced extraterrestrial civilization. But there was no definitive evidence to support this claim. Yet. Perhaps no one has been more outspoken about the potential for 3I Atlas to be an artificial object than Dr. Avi Loeb, a theoretical astrophysicist at Harvard University. Loeb is no stranger to controversial ideas. He is the author of Extraterrestrial, where he proposed that the interstellar object Oumuamua might have been an artificial probe. On November 7, 2025, in an exclusive interview with Newsmax, Dr. Loeb made a statement that sent shockwaves through the scientific community. It manoeuvred. It's not just following a predictable orbit. The behaviour of 3I Atlas is like nothing we've ever seen from a comet. It's accelerating in a way that suggests it's being actively controlled. Loeb's bold hypothesis was that 3I Atlas was a probe or a piece of technology from an advanced extraterrestrial civilization. He even went as far as to speculate that the object could have been sent intentionally, with purpose and precision. It's a theory that's gaining traction among some scientists, though others are still hesitant. The scientific community was divided. Some agreed with Loeb's analysis, while others criticised it as speculative. But what everyone could agree on was this: 3I Atlas was doing things no comet should be able to do. It was as if the laws of nature themselves were being rewritten before our eyes. As news of Loeb's comments spread, conspiracy theories began to surface. Some took his statement as a sign that we were being visited. Others speculated about extraterrestrial technology in ways that were both exciting and unsettling. Could it be possible that 3I Atlas was a reconnaissance mission? Perhaps a probe sent by an alien civilization to gather data on our solar system, or even to study Earth? If this were true, what would it mean for humanity? While these ideas remain in the realm of speculation, they are fueling a growing curiosity. The question is, if 3I Atlas is artificial, who sent it? And why? And could it be the first sign of extraterrestrial intelligence that we've been waiting for? There is another, more unsettling connection to all of this. 3I Atlas is travelling through space at such a high speed that its trajectory is within just 9 degrees of the origin of the famous WOW signal, the mysterious radio signal detected in 1977 by the Big Ear radio telescope. Could this be more than just a coincidence? Could 3I Atlas be connected to this strange and unexplained signal that has baffled scientists for decades? Some believe the timing is too perfect to ignore. In fact, this proximity has led to even wilder theories. What if 3I Atlas is a follow-up mission, a response from the same civilization that sent the WOW signal? Is this the beginning of something much larger? As we approach the end of 2025, all eyes will be on 3I Atlas as it makes its closest approach to Earth on December 19, 2025. Over the next few weeks, astronomers and researchers will be gathering as much data as possible. High-resolution optical and radar images from observatories and spacecraft will reveal whether 3I Atlas fragments, releases new jets, or perhaps even emits smaller objects. The truth is, we don't know what's coming next. But one thing is clear: 3I Atlas is changing the way we think about space, physics, and maybe even the possibility of life beyond Earth. As December 19, 2025 draws nearer, the eyes of the scientific community and the world will be trained on 3I Atlas. This date marks its closest approach to Earth, a moment that could offer the clearest view yet of this mysterious object. In just a few weeks, the object will pass within 203 million kilometres of Earth, allowing astronomers to study it in high detail. This will be a make or break moment. Will 3I Atlas reveal its secrets? Or will it continue to defy explanation? The global network of observatories, including NASA's powerful radar arrays, the Virtual Telescope project in Italy, and facilities in Hawaii, will be conducting a final series of observations to capture images with unprecedented clarity. This data could determine the fate of the object, and perhaps unravel the enigma that has captivated the world. Among the key questions scientists are hoping to answer: will 3I Atlas fragment as it gets closer to the Sun? Will it release new jets or even break apart, revealing smaller objects within? Or will it continue its journey unscathed, leaving more questions in its wake? Let's break down what could happen during the closest approach. There are several possibilities that experts are currently debating. In the first scenario, 3I Atlas could behave like a typical comet. As it gets closer to the Sun, The intense heat could cause it to lose more of its mass, resulting in new outbursts of gas and dust. This is the most common behaviour for comets. However, given what we've seen so far, it seems unlikely that 3I Atlas will follow this well-worn path. Another possibility is that 3I Atlas is not a typical comet at all, but rather a metallic fragment, an interstellar asteroid that has been passing through our solar system. This would explain the lack of a cometary tail, the precise jets of material, and the object's extraordinary acceleration. This theory is gaining traction, especially with scientists who suspect that the object is metallic in nature, given its unusual spectrum and high density. The most exciting and most controversial possibility is that 3I Atlas is not a natural object at all. Could it be an alien probe sent to investigate our solar system? Its acceleration and behaviour are consistent with the idea of controlled propulsion, not just natural forces. If this theory proves true, it would be the first definitive evidence of extraterrestrial technology visiting our solar system. Finally, there's the possibility that 3I Atlas is not just a single object, but a fragmented cluster of smaller bodies. Perhaps the object is part of a larger, complex structure that has been broken apart during its journey. If true, this would be a groundbreaking discovery, offering us an entirely new perspective on cosmic objects. As we approach December 19th, the uncertainty of what will happen next grows. Each possibility presents its own set of questions, and each could radically change the way we view space and our place in the cosmos. There's one more theory that's capturing the attention of both mainstream scientists and conspiracy theorists alike: the connection to the WOW signal. The WOW signal, detected in 1977, was a mysterious radio signal picked up by the Big Ear radio telescope at Ohio State University. It lasted only 72 seconds, but was unlike any signal previously recorded, appearing to come from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius. Interestingly, 3I Atlas is currently travelling through space in close proximity to the region where the WOW signal originated, within just 9 degrees of the signal's origin. Could 3I Atlas be linked to the WOW signal? Some believe that the object might be a response to the signal, or perhaps even part of a larger interstellar communication effort. While there's no direct evidence to support this theory, the proximity of 3I Atlas to the WOW signal's origin raises some tantalizing possibilities. Could this be the first sign that we're not alone in the universe? Could 3I Atlas be a message from an alien civilization sent in response to the signal we broadcast back in 1977? It's a thought that chills the spine, but also excites the imagination. Right now, as we speak, observatories around the world are racing to gather more data on 3I Atlas. The data they collect over the next few weeks will be crucial. High-resolution optical and radar images will provide a much clearer picture of the object's composition, behaviour, and trajectory. On December 19th, 2025, 3I Atlas will be closest to Earth. Telescopes and space observatories will attempt to capture images in unparalleled detail, revealing whether the object fragments, changes course, or continues on its mysterious journey without explanation. What will we find? Will 3I Atlas reveal itself as a natural cosmic visitor, or will it continue to defy all logic and reason, suggesting something far beyond our understanding? As December 19th nears, the debate around 3I Atlas continues to intensify. Some scientists, like Dr. Avi Loeb, have gone public with their belief that the object might be artificial, perhaps even a probe from another civilization. But others, particularly those at NASA and within the more conservative scientific community, remain skeptical. They argue that the evidence, while compelling, is still inconclusive. After all, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. The pressure is building. US Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna has even become involved, pushing for transparency and the declassification of high-resolution images of the object from NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. The public is demanding answers, and fast. The clock is ticking down. December 19th, 2025 will be a pivotal moment in the story of 3I Atlas. As we get closer to that date, the questions grow ever more urgent. Could this be the discovery of a lifetime? Will we find a comet behaving in ways we never imagined? Or will we uncover something far more extraordinary? And most importantly, what does this mean for our understanding of the universe? Are we truly alone, or are we just beginning to scratch the surface of something far greater? As the world waits for more data, we're left with more questions than answers. But one thing is certain. 3I Atlas is an object unlike any other we've encountered in the history of astronomy. And its story is far from over. We will continue to track its path, study its behaviour, and seek the answers to the mysteries it holds. And perhaps, just perhaps, the truth is far stranger and more exciting than we ever imagined. As the final days of December approach, the excitement surrounding 3I Atlas continues to build. Scientists, astronomers, and space enthusiasts are all awaiting the moment of closest approach. December 19th, 2025. In just a few days, the mysteries surrounding this object may be resolved, or they could take an even more unexpected turn. Could the data gathered during this closest approach be the key to understanding this anomaly? Or will 3I Atlas continue to elude explanation, leaving us with more questions than answers? At this moment, it's still unclear whether 3I Atlas will fragment, release new jets of material, or simply pass through our solar system as an enigma that we may never truly understand. Regardless of the outcome, one thing is certain. This object has already changed the way we think about the universe. 3I Atlas has sparked a new era in space exploration. The possibility that it might not be a natural object at all has prompted a re-evaluation of how we approach celestial phenomena. Could we be overlooking evidence of extraterrestrial technology that has been right in front of us? If 3I Atlas is indeed an artificial object, then what other discoveries might be out there, just waiting to be uncovered? How many more mysteries are lurking in the farthest reaches of space, beyond our current understanding? This potential paradigm shift isn't just about a single object, it's about everything we thought we knew about the cosmos. If we can't explain what's happening with 3I Atlas, how many other celestial objects are out there that also defy our understanding of physics, propulsion, and even life itself? For decades, humanity has peered into the vastness of space, seeking answers to the age-old question, are we alone? 3I Atlas may not answer that question directly, but it brings us one step closer to the possibility of discovering something truly extraordinary. As we near the closest approach, the speculation continues to grow. If 3I Atlas is indeed artificial, what could its creators want with our solar system? Could it be a scout for an alien civilization, sent to gather information? Or perhaps it's a message, a sign that we are not alone in the universe? Some scientists propose that the object could be a form of interstellar communication, potentially linked to the WOW signal, a mysterious radio transmission that has baffled astronomers since 1977. Could 3I Atlas be a response to that signal, part of a larger effort by an advanced civilization to reach out across the stars? On the other hand, the idea of 3I Atlas as a technological probe from an extraterrestrial civilization is still a highly controversial theory. Some argue that we need more concrete evidence before jumping to such a conclusion. But as more data comes in, it's becoming increasingly difficult to ignore the possibility that we might be witnessing a cosmic event unlike anything we've seen before. Meanwhile, the debate has moved beyond the scientific community. On Capitol Hill, US Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna has been pushing for greater transparency from NASA, urging them to release high-resolution images of 3I Atlas that have yet to be declassified. Luna, a vocal advocate for more openness in the study of UAPs and unusual phenomena, has taken the opportunity to bring 3I Atlas into the spotlight. She argues that the American public deserves to know the truth about what's happening with this object, and that if it's something as extraordinary as an alien probe, the government should be forthcoming with that information. Her calls for transparency reflect the growing public curiosity and demand for answers. As more and more people learn about 3I Atlas, the questions intensify. What is this object, and why is it behaving in ways that no natural body should? While NASA has not yet responded with a definitive explanation, the push for transparency is only growing stronger. Whether 3I Atlas is an alien artifact or simply a natural phenomenon, the public's hunger for knowledge continues to build. As December 19th, 2025 approaches, the world holds its breath. Will we finally get the answers we've been waiting for? Will 3I Atlas reveal its true nature, or will it continue to elude us? Whatever happens, one thing is certain. the world will never look at the cosmos the same way again. This object, which started as a mere curiosity, has become a symbol of our quest for knowledge, and a reminder that space still holds mysteries that are beyond our comprehension. Will 3i Atlas continue to defy our understanding of the laws of physics, or will it finally give up its secrets? As we prepare for the closest approach, the question remains, what is this object, and why is it so different from anything we've ever seen before? As the days pass and the countdown to December 19th, 2025 continues, we are reminded of the power of curiosity and exploration. 3i Atlas has captivated our imaginations and pushed the boundaries of what we thought was possible in space science. Whether it is a comet, an asteroid, or something much more extraordinary, 3i Atlas has already taught us something invaluable. The universe is far stranger and more wondrous than we ever imagined. And perhaps, just perhaps, we are on the brink of discovering something that will change the course of human history. For now, we can only wait and watch as this story unfolds. But one thing is clear, 3i Atlas has left an indelible mark on our understanding of the universe, and its mysteries are far from over. We'll be following this story closely, and we'll update you as new data becomes available. If you want to stay informed on the latest developments and be the first to know when new discoveries are made, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications for this channel. In the meantime, we want to hear from you. What do you think 3i Atlas really is? Is it just another comet, or is it something far more extraordinary? Leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts. And, as always, stay curious, because in space, anything is possible.